Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this video. This is Mr. Conley. How are you doing? Okay, what I'm going to take you through now is the mark scheme for the visualization diagram question that I set you. Okay, so this is all part of our R081 exam prep. So this was the question. You had to read the following brief. So MV Tion, probably not, MV Chon is releasing a new comic and internet-based animation series which will focus on a character called Velocity Girl, who is age 14 and has the ability to move fast in water and on land. The comic and the animation series will be released at the same time. MV Chon wants to launch an advertising campaign to promote the new comic and internet-based animation series. Okay, so this was the question you were answering. The Velocity Girl comic is a new comic series that is due to launch in January. Velocity Girl is about a girl aged 14 who has the ability to move fast in water and on land. The main target audience is girls aged between the age of 10 and 16. MV Chion hopes that boys will also read the comic. You've been asked to create a visualization diagram for the front cover of the first edition of the Velocity Girl comic. Marks will be awarded for content, layout, fitness for purpose, and annotations to justify your decisions. So it's worth 9 marks altogether. If you've not yet attempted this question, please pause it, okay, and I'll go through the mark scheme with you in a second. Okay, so to go through the mark scheme, okay, so it was another banded response. Okay, so there was 3 mark bands. So it says here, marks are awarded for the visualization diagram considering the following points. So content, is it suitable for a comic front cover? So does it have a title? Images of Velocity Girl? The price? Other images? Other text? For layout, okay, so suitable for a front cover. So the use of space, how they've spaced out the content. Okay, the colour scheme, have they annotated the colour scheme correctly? Is it suitable? Fitness for purpose, so does it do the job that it's supposed to do? So for example, the size of visualization is relevant to the front cover of a comic. The stylization, so okay, the choice of fonts, the colors, is it appropriate for the design? And the annotations, okay, so remember with a visualization diagram, the annotations are the key. Okay, this is where you justify the design choices. You should be able to give your visualization diagram to another designer and they should be able to create it. Okay, so if you couldn't give it to another person to create, you know that it's not a strong, effective visualization diagram. So you'd get 0 marks, okay, if there's no indication that this was a visualization diagram of a front cover. So it's not worthy of credit. Okay, so for mark band 1, for 1 to 3 marks, the layout is simplistic in structure and may be limited in the suitability for use as a front cover. Content has a limited relevance to context and or comic. Justifications are weak or missing. The visualization diagram will be weak in its fitness for the purpose of a comic front cover. Okay, mark band 2, 4 to 6 marks. Layout is mostly suitable, although there may be weaknesses in its structure. Content is mostly relevant to the context and or the comic justifications may not be wholly relevant to the context. Fitness for purpose of the visualization diagram may not be suitable for the purpose of a front cover. And then finally, for mark band 3, for 7 to 9 marks, suitable layout for the visualization diagram with wholly relevant content for the context. The color scheme is shown and appropriate to the context. Justifications are relevant to the context. The visualization diagram is wholly suitable for a purpose of a comic front cover. Okay, now, if you've struggled with that question, please watch the GCSE pod video again. And if you want to expand your learning further, please watch the attached online lesson that's attached to the team's assignment. Okay, see you next time. Goodbye.